you guys. So I had to come back with this Kandi and Black story. Um, so I'm reading that he's a music producer. I don't even know what the man, I've heard his name before, but I feel like the fact that he's allowing himself to become known for being some type of deadbeat father is strange to me. Because I feel like most people don't really even know who he is, and he should spend more time talking about that and less time, going viral, messing with Kandi, because that's all this is about. At the end of the day, and of course, Vlad is always in the the middle of the devil is always in the details. Anyway, um, so, and I don't even know why people are still asking about this. Riley is 20, what? She's 20 and 21. She's an adult at this point. Maybe not a legal one. Well, yeah, even a legal one, 18. Yeah, she's over 18. She's a legal adult. There is no reason that these people are still going viral out here talking about money he owed her, money she think he owed her, and all this stuff. And to be honest, I was just trying to read up on. Did I put it in this video? Let me see. On child support, because I really don't understand child support. To be honest, so I'm gonna tell you guys out front. Um, and I feel like a lot of women probably will not like my opinion. So I don't think I'm gonna give it. um, I will say that a lot of women probably won't like what I have to say. Um, but at the same time, with this whole situation with him, I don't even know why he keeps bringing Kenny up. And these people have a right to tell these people that's interviewing them that they don't want to talk about certain things. I see that he's talking about Tupac and Young Jock and going to jail for X amount of years and all this, that, and the other. But that's not going viral. What's going viral is you going back and forth with Candy and your child over money you didn't give her. Um, and his point, he say, Riley didn't suffer. I think that's what he's trying to say. She wasn't without, right? And he would not have let her go without. But I think that gets lost. It gets lost in the fact that they're just having the conversation, period. And I think as Black people, we need to stop this. And I don't know how many times we have to keep saying this. We need to stop having these conversations like that. You guys need to start. People need to start handling their personal business on a personal time. To be really honest, because it's kind of ugly. And then he said something about her being jealous, possibly being jealous because he spent more time with the other kids, and not with her. And I think he has a new baby as well. Um, and of course, all of this nonsense is going to get back to Riley, and that's why I said they need to stop that. It's not okay for them to put her and keep putting her in that and have her going viral over some nonsense that they should be talking about in private, right? And I know and I get it. Everybody understands that Candy's using this to promote her show, right? Because, like I said, her child was not suffering. Her child was not doing without. And it's a lot of girls out here that's really raising their kids on their own. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have nowhere near what you have, nowhere near it. And so that's what I'm saying. It's kind of an embarrassing in a way as well that they keep doing that. And I get it. She's using that because whenever these TV shows are on, this keeps coming up every year. It seems like every year to me. You guys could let me know if it's every year or not, but it's pretty much darn near every year when that show, Real Housewives of Atlanta, is getting ready to come back, or now that she has this other show. They keep running out here talking about back and forth about child support when it's not really an issue. And like I said, I was reading, they were saying that child support is based on income. It's based on income. It's supposed to be based on the need of the child, based on what both the parents are making. In a situation like Candy's and Black, and then the way that it's written, it's about their writing is more about divorce and marriages. See, they were not married at all, and it also says that things can vary from state to state. And so certain things that you could probably do in Georgia, you probably can't do in some other states. And so I think that's why it becomes confusing as well, because you have women who are making more money than their children's father, who are not paying, who are paying child support, and then you have and so you kind of wonder, well, how is that when Kenny is making more than him? Why would he have to give her, X amount of money? And I don't care. Like I said, y'all gonna get mad. I get it. Y'all feel like he should contribute just to say that he's doing it. But her child was not going without anything. She should be thankful that she's in that position to say that and not keep putting this out here in the public like that. And that's my opinion on it. But I'm gonna let you guys play what he had to say. And I'm not saying that I agree with him. I feel like I've heard him and his ex-wife say, because the ex-wife has been out here talking before as well, because we all know the story by now. We should, because it comes out every year that he was married. Even the ex-wife said that they asked for Riley several times, and Kandi would not allow him to take her. So, in some of that, Kandi has to take responsibility. This is not just on him, because more importantly, you should have wanted him to have a relationship with his child. Okay. And that's how I feel about it. I feel like that's more important than your child driving a $160,000 truck at an expensive college. Okay. That's it, and that's all. Y'all want to argue about it in the comments, you can go ahead. But that's just how I feel about it. I feel like the relationship between them, the bond that they should have been able to have, should have been upfront, and it should have been first, and nothing else comes before that. But that's my opinion. I'm gonna let you guys hear what he had to say. I didn't think it was okay for him to say that she was jealous, because I don't think that that's true. If she doesn't have that bond with you, she don't see you as her father like that, right? Because she feels like there was a lack of something going on there on his end, and she was a child. How would she know the conversations that were going on between Kandi and him, right? She only can take her mother's word for it, and that's who she was with. So that's who she's going to believe, and I think he understands that. But I'm gonna let you guys hear what he was saying to Vlad, who was over there being messy.
What's your relationship like with your daughter? We cool. We coming along. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Before I got on that show, we was cool. I don't know what happened between 10, 11 to 14 to 15. Like I had daughters. I got two daughters prior to this. And I'm thinking sometimes your daughters, they go through what they go through when they get a certain age. So I'm just looking at it like, okay, she's just going through her growing spurt with she ain't dad little baby no more. She smell herself. So I'm thinking that part. But I think a lot of people get in her head, as in, because a lot of jealousy, because all my kids live with me. I got three daughters and three boys. Every last one of them live with me except Rob. Oh. Yeah. Every last one of my kids live with me from they born to they graduate. Except Kandi. I think, and I got companies named after them, a lot of stuff. What's your relationship like with
So yeah, and he's saying that he has the relationship with them to his kids, regardless they have the same mother. Because I think he had 3 or 4 kids with his wife, and then they divorced. And like I said, I think when he was on that show, he was saying that he has a new child, another child. He may have more than that. I don't know. How these men do it. So I don't know. Nor do I care. Let me just go on and put that out there as well. Um, and so, he's saying that he thinks that people were getting in her head. Well, if you think that, then you already answered your own question. You don't need to put something like that out here to go viral, right? For your daughter to have to stop whatever she's doing in her young life to have to listen to this nonsense, right? So I just have a problem with stuff like that. I think that we need to stop this. We need to stop acting like this is, our dysfunction. And if it's a problem, and it's something that we need to work on, then talk about that. Talk about how we can change these things, how we can make better decisions before we become parents. Um, I think that we need to have that discussion and stop worrying about who paying this, who paying that, who not paying, and all this stuff. To me, that's my opinion. And then, of course, the other story about child support, once again, that was out here was about BlaccChyna, and she had posted, and I put this in my community tab because she was saying that she had to sell 3 cars or something to pay her bills or whatever because she's not getting help from the fathers. And then they both chimed in on from their Twitter accounts, I guess, or Instagram, and said that Twitter, yeah, I believe it was Twitter, and said that. Why should they pay child support when they had their child Monday through Saturday, and the other one said Tuesday through Sunday or something, as in to say she only has a child 1 or 2 days during that week. But then BlaccChyna came back and said that she wasn't going to allow them to put that out there like that. And she stated that their agreement, their shared custody agreement, is they have the child, each father has their respective child. Um, for a week, and then she will have them for the next week, and then they will have the child. So 2 weeks each a month. And in that situation, I feel like she should be getting child support then, right? Why is she not getting child support? If she has an equal amount of time, that shouldn't get them out of child support if she needs to keep a roof over their head. Now, these sound like rich people problems because these people are not living in apartments and not uh, in need. And so I feel like these conversations are uncalled for and unnecessary for Black people to keep putting this stuff out here. When y'all not suffering, y'all not going through nothing. It's people out here who leaving their kids in cars to go to work. Okay, it's people out here that can't even take care of their kids. Their kids is with somebody else. So don't nobody be wanting to hear all this stuff if it's not, it's not nothing to really to put out here. Is my point. I mean, even the BlaccChyna thing. I think that if you selling 3 cars and you got 10, who cares, right? Like, I don't know. It's a lot to me, and I feel like people need to do better with this imaging thing all the way around. Black men, Black women, and forget all the pointing the finger um, at the end of the day, because you knew you were not married to this person when you got pregnant by them. You knew when you weren't married to her when you impregnated her. So you knew that you guys were going to have to sit down and figure out how to raise your child. Okay. So that's it, and that's all. Um, Let me know what you guys think about this conversation. I know for the new year, I said that I hope this conversation could go away this year, and I really do. I understand people they're using these things for promotion. They're trying to go viral so they can keep their name out here, but you guys making yourself look bad. And if you really don't need help, then stop making it sound like you need help when you don't need help. And I feel like I do, and I said this in some comments, and anything I say, I will repeat. I felt like Riley is old enough to where she could have went to him and said, Dad, Mom been doing everything. Can you help me out with these college years, these 4 years? Can you pay tuition? Can you pay for my help me pay the rent? If you can't pay all of it, help me pay some of it, because he has other children as well. And like you said, he's not doing as well as Kandi. So we don't know his financial. We really don't even know this man's financial situation, even in this story, right? What he can do for Riley and what he can't. But I digress. It's none of my business. But even though they put it out here to put us in their business, right? That's it, and that's all. Um, I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel that they need to stop doing this, and people need to find some better ways to go viral, to get attention. There, like I said, let's talk about how to prevent these things from happening in the first place. Since it's such an issue, and then people won't have to have these conversations at all. And like I said, there are real people, real girls out here who really need help. And I understand Kandi has her organization and she does try to help out. I'm not saying that she's not doing that, because I know she will do stuff every year for single mothers. But I don't think that this sounds good when some girl is listening to all this and you living like that, and she is somewhere struggling on the streets. It's not the same. And so people don't need to hear this. Um, it's an unnecessary conversation, and I think that's the best way to word it. But you guys can let me know how you feel about it. The BlaccChyna situation as well. Like I said, I don't understand then why she's not getting child support. Um, I don't really know what it is that she do. I'm not trying to be mean. Um, so maybe she has settlements with these people. I know she was trying to sue over losing her TV show. Um, Maybe they have given her money in the past. I don't know. I don't really even know what she. I know she's considered a personality, and the way things go today is very different from the way I remember celebrity life. And so I don't trust me when I tell you this is puzzling to me. It really is because people are making who they want to make into celebrities, and we really don't even understand where they came from, how they got there, what they do, what and outside of you just giving birth to somebody's child, and then even people she giving some, not just her. I don't even know what they do. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Some of these guys, I don't even know what the heck they do. So it's just too much. It's too much conversation to make us look bad as a group of people about dysfunction, with all this dysfunction. And we're not even the only ones in these situations. There are child support issues for other groups of people, but you never hear them having these conversations. You never see them going on social media unless they have a child with a black man. Now, if they have a child with a black man or a black woman, you may hear or see the conversation in the media. We'll say that. Um, but outside of that, you don't see these stories for other group of people. So you have to wonder, and somebody like myself, I'm wondering like why this is always a constant conversation, and we should just have better things to talk about. Like I said, preventing these things from happening in the first place is probably a good start. Um, yeah. Let me know what you guys think about what he had to say. Do you think it was okay for him to try to say that she was jealous of his other kids when he know that, or maybe he just thinks that because he knows he did not build the same bond with her, or at least that's what he's saying. But I do see images of Black with Riley that are online if you really look for them. And he was with her when she was younger. So I think he said 10 or 11. And that's kind of around the time that Kandi went to that show. You guys see what I'm saying? Like she's really using that, and it's a conversation she really shouldn't be in when you that rich. You shouldn't even be in a conversation like that. Like, I'm sorry, that's my opinion on it. You guys can let me know how you feel. But that is around the time that Kandi went to that show, and I do think that she's using that for attention. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.